Okay. Friend and I are starting up a new series of reactions. Um, we've done the One Step Beyond series and we did Soap series, and now we are going to be doing a series of after school specials. Um, Today, the first one we're going to do, as you can see on the screen, is The Wave, which some of you might recognize, but I don't know if they still teach this in school. I remember reading this book in school. This book fucked me up in school because this was my first real experience with how easily human beings can be led to just be awful people just through peer pressure. And it's it has stuck with me all of these years. Um, and it's come up again in my life because when I first read this as a teenager, this was not something I had to worry about. I didn't have the peer pressure thing at school, people trying to push you into doing the wrong thing because they're doing it and all. But now I am experiencing exactly that, and it is absolutely terrifying. So, some of you might know I am being targeted and harassed by a group of YouTubers. And a lot of the tactics that they use are you're going to hear about in this film. And they were also the tactics that the Nazi Party used to turn mass amounts of people against one particular set of people. And in the beginning, when they first started attacking me, after the first round of harassment that broke me and had me crying and begging them to just leave me alone, they stopped for a few days, and they made a video telling me, this can end. All you have to do is join us. We will help you. We can teach you how to live stream. We'll give you the videos to use. We can help you make your own money. All you have to do is join us and do what we're doing, and we'll leave you alone. And I refused. And after I refused that offer, the harassment got worse. And then they made me another offer. And then they started threatening. And then they went after my family. They targeted my brother's grave. And they threatened. And they intimidated. And they lied. All of these, everything for the past 6 years has been an attempt to get me to join their side. And after they finally realized they weren't going to be able to get me to join, they started trying to pay me just to be silent about the situation. Just that's happened a couple of times, but most recently, just like 2 weeks ago, they tried to pay me $2,500 to just never talk about it again. And I refused. Because no, it's wrong. And I am going to continue speaking out about the fact that it's wrong. What they do is wrong. The fact that YouTube allows it is wrong. And them having more supporters to make my life miserable does not make it right. They thrive, they live and make their money off of targeting the disabled, the mentally handicapped, the physically handicapped, the homeless, people that are simply not able to fight back. People like me, people like my brother. And it's absolutely fucked that things like this are still happening in 2025. They couldn't change me. They couldn't make me part of their group. They've tried to pay me to silence me, and none of it's working. You're going to see all of that type of shit going on in this, because those are exactly the tactics that cults, hate groups, military groups will use to change the way you're thinking and to make you think that it's okay to do whatever it is that they're telling you is okay to do, whether it be kill all the Jews or kill all the homeless. And they're going to get mad at me for comparing them to Nazis. They're going to take this so out of context, and they're going to get so mad at me. But you know what? If the shoe fits and you want to goose step in them, that is entirely your problem. All I can do is talk about what's going on and what has been going on in my life now for 6 years. But this story has been a part of my life for much longer than 6 years, because I first read this when I was in middle school, and it fucked me up in middle school. And what messed me up the most about it is that it's a true story. Not just that the Nazis were true, the Holocaust was true, obviously, but the wave itself was an experiment that happened in a high school, and it actually happened. Like, this is a documented social experiment, if that's what you want to call it. The same way the Stanford prison experiment actually happened, the wave actually happened. And from there, we're just going to get into it and let y'all watch. Now, I am going to warn you, this is going to be very low quality. It is on YouTube. You can watch it yourself without Friend and I, because I will be stopping to comment on parts of it as we go. We're not going to watch it full straight through. I mean, I've already been rambling for nearly 8 minutes about my personal connection with this. So I'm going to have a lot to say as we go through, since I haven't actually watched this or read the book in decades. It's going to be a bit of a trip for me. But as is the way of the after school special, it's very low quality. All versions are, but have fun looking for a better one if you want. It's on it's I think I saw about 10 different versions of it uploaded to YouTube. Which is why I'm pretty sure it's going to be okay for us to do a reaction of it.
Yes, I remember the wave. It was one of the most frightening classroom experiences I ever had. It all started when we were studying Nazi Germany. The people selected for extermination by the Nazis were herded into concentration camps located all over Eastern Europe. The life expectancy of prisoners in the camps was only 270 days. They were worked, starved, tortured. And when they couldn't work anymore, they were exterminated in gas chambers, and their remains were disposed of in ovens. In all, the Nazis exterminated over 10 million men, women, and children in these concentration camps. What you just saw took place in Germany between 1934 and 1945. The situation grew out of the aftermath of World War I. Germany had been defeated. Leadership was at a low ebb. Inflation was high. And thousands were homeless, hungry, jobless. And Hitler took advantage of the situation to establish himself and his Third Reich. We all know the rest. The camps, killings. What resulted was the most efficient death machinery ever devised. Robert, please excuse us if we're boring you.
Amy.
Were all Germans Nazis?
No. As a matter of fact, less than 10% of the German population belonged to the Nazi Party.
Then how come nobody tried to stop them?
They said they didn't know what was happening.
Eric, how could you kill
Sound
10 million
familiar?
people without somebody noticing? Yeah, that can't be true.
Well, after the war, the Germans claimed they knew nothing of the concentration camps or the killing. Laurie?
Eric's right. How could the Germans sit back while the Nazis slaughtered people all around them and say that they didn't know anything about it? How could they do that? How could they say that?
That was a very good question, Laurie.
I thought I was hungry.
The exact same reason why so few people are able to speak up for me in the situation I'm in, because if you're not the one being targeted and you speak up, you are the one being targeted. And when this first happened to me, when these groups first started, I had some friends that did speak up for me. One of my neighbors and a girl that went to school with me, they weren't the same person. My neighbor was younger than me, and she would have went to school with my younger sister, and then a girl my age that went to school with me. Both of them stood up for me, and they were attacked and targeted. And the one that went to school with me, the group threatened her children, and she's never going to speak to me again, because all she did was speak up in comments and say, hey, I know this girl, I went to school with her, what she's saying is true, her childhood was messed up, her family was messed up, and as a result, these people threatened her children, told her, we know where your children go to school, you should watch what you say about us. And she messaged me in hysterics, begging me to stop them, begging me to make them leave her alone. And there was nothing I could do, because I already tried to tell people, don't defend me, because they will attack you too, and they will hurt you. This group will hurt you if you try to stand up for me. That's what makes it so scary for me to keep speaking up, because I'm terrified of somebody else who knows the truth standing up and becoming a victim themselves, because we're not strong enough to actually speak out against this. And that's why the Germans who didn't agree with it didn't speak up and didn't do anything to stop it, because they didn't see themselves as strong enough, and they didn't want to become targets themselves. Everybody wants to live.
That film really got to you, huh?
Yeah, it upset me. Doesn't it make you angry?
Laurie, it was a long time ago. We can't change what happened.
I know. Still upsets me, though.
Hi, guys. Is it okay if we park, or is this table for leathers only?
Not if we're sitting here.
That's for sure.
Have a seat.
Last clown.
See, Davy.
I actually knew a kid
It was
like
a big
him.
game on Friday, huh?
We
He pulled my pigtails till we were seniors.
We'll kill him, too.
Would you forget about football? How about going to a dance? My church is having one tonight.
Sounds great, Amy, but David and I have to study.
You know, if you two don't stop acting like hermits, you're gonna end up like Robert over there.
Hi.
Hi, darling. What's up?
I missed you at the faculty meeting.
What time is it?
Oh, it's okay. I covered for you.
Thanks.
What are you reading that's so fascinating here?
Some terrific stuff here. Look.
Rise and Fall of the Third Reich? Hitler? What, are you cramming for a degree in dictatorship?
Yeah, well, one of my students asked me a question I couldn't answer today.
Oh, welcome to the club.
All right.
Sorry, but if he's a history teacher and he can't answer the question that she asked him, I answered it. And I'm not a history teacher. The problems that they come up with in these after-school specials are sometimes very funny because there is not a history teacher that would have to deeply research why so many Germans didn't speak up about it. But because they have to have a reason to do the whole exposition thing, because it's after-school special, it's for children, they have to make even the teacher very stupid.
Well, today I'm going to talk to you about discipline. Oh, wait, now hear me out. Now, this can be exciting. Oh, sure. Oh, sure. Now, I'm talking to you about power. Power through discipline. Success. Success through discipline. Nobody here wants a taste of power and success? Okay. Here we go. David, Eric, you play football? You know it takes discipline to win. What about ballet dancers? Andrea? You know it takes long, hard hours of work for them to develop their skill. Same goes with painters, working at their craft, scientists. It is all discipline, control, the strength of the will. Well, there's something we can do to experience power through discipline right now. Shall we try? Begins with posture. Amy, come forward, please. Teacher's pet. The proper seating posture will help the concentration, strengthen the will.
Boy, this is stupid.
First, put your feet flat on the floor.
That's why we had uncomfortable chairs in school, was to force the
History, I come
posture.
to pee by mistake.
Now, place your hands flat across the small of your back and force your spine straight up. Can't you breathe more easily? Relax. Now resume the proper position. And relax. And again. Everybody look how Robert's legs are parallel. His ankles locked. His knees bent at 90 degrees. See how straight his spine is. Chin back, head forward. Very good, Robert. Now, I want you all to get up and walk about the room. And when I give the command, I want you to return to your seats as quickly as possible and assume the proper seating posture. Come on.
The hands like that behind your back is parade rest in the Navy. That's how we stand when we're at rest. Straight, arms down is at attention, and then it's a military thing.
No. Now let's try it again. Now the quieter and
And
more
it is for
controlled you are,
posture
the quicker you'll be able to reach your seats properly.
and discipline. But it's expected for military, that's what they're training for.
Excellent. Half the time. Now, there are 3 more rules which you must obey. 1, everybody must have pencils and note paper for note-taking. 2, When asking or answering a question, you must stand at the side of your seats. And 3, the first words when answering or asking a question are Mr. Ross. Right? Brad, who was the British Prime Minister before Winston Churchill?
Wasn't it the...
You weren't listening. Remember? Discipline. Robert, show Brad the proper procedure for asking a question.
Mr. Ross.
That's correct. Thank you, Robert. Again, Brad?
Mr. Ross, wasn't it the Prime Minister?
No, too slow. Much too slow. From now on, your answers are to be as short as possible. Now sit down and try it again.
Mr. Ross, Chamberlain.
Now that's the way to answer a question. Punctual, precise. What country did Hitler invade in September of 1939? Andrea.
Mr. Ross, I don't know.
Still a good response, Andrea. Amy.
Mr. Ross, Poland.
Excellent. What was the name of Hitler's political party?
Mr. Ross, the Nazis.
Good, Brian. Very quick. That was the short name. What was the official name? Laurie.
The National Social...
Sit down and do it again.
Mr. Ross, the National Socialist German Workers' Party.
Correct. Peter, who proposed the Lend-Lease Act?
Mr. Ross, Roosevelt.
Right. Who died in the death camps? Mr. Ross. Jews, gypsies, and homosexuals. Who ran the death camps?
Mr. Ross, the SS.
Excellent. Tomorrow's assignment is on the board. Class dismissed.
Man, what a rush, huh? Too bad all my classes aren't like that.
Sure beats taking notes.
That's for sure.
Hey, anybody can get this class to get it together like that is ingenious.
Did you ever see anything like that? I was really getting into it. Can't believe it. Lunch.
I think the reason they start getting into it is because it's something that they're doing as a group. It's a group think, hive mind situation. They've been given these rules, and in this classroom, these are the rules, and they're the group, they know to follow the rules. And it's almost in their minds like a game. They have to remember the rules. Then they want to be quick with their answers. They don't want to be embarrassed in front of everybody else in the class by being too short or forgetting to say the teacher's name or anything else. They want perfection in front of each other because they know that the other students will make fun of them later if they don't follow these rules that they've just come up with, they've just established. And you notice the teacher got slightly aggressive to startle them and get them to snap into the thinking that he's trying to get them to get into, even though this is just a high school. This is not a military function where, it's not a military school. Their parents aren't paying to have them trained in this particular manner. One more thing. That's also the bigger fear the group that targets me puts in you, is that we're making fun of you. Other people are going to make fun of you. We're going to make up lies about you so that more people will make fun of you. If you don't join us, this is going to continue. It's all about humiliation. It's all about making one person feel like they are nothing to everybody else, to the point that they are desperate to be a part of the group so that they no longer feel so outcasted. Right now, this group doesn't have any outcasts. They are all in sync, they are all enjoying it, and they are all willing to be a group and to be hive mind thinkers.
believe how quickly they accepted that new behavior code. I mean, everyone did it immediately. It was eerie.
Honey, they reacted that way because they were playing a game.
I don't think so.
Well, how else would you explain it?
I don't know. It's as if they wanted to be disciplined.
So, are you going on with it tomorrow?
No, I don't think so. I've got the whole Japanese campaign tomorrow.
It is scary how quickly it happens because humans are social creatures. We want to be able to socialize. We want to be like our neighbor. We don't want to be different.
Look at you. What are you feeling?
Discipline.
Well, discipline is one thing. But there's something more. It's community. Now, community is that bond between people who work and struggle together. It's building a barn with your neighbors. It's feeling that you're a part of something that's more important than yourself. A movement, a team, a cause. And like this...
Sorry, it's not funny, but I cannot hear the term movement without thinking Alice's Restaurant. It's the Alice's Restaurant anti-massacre movement, and all you gotta do to join along is to sing it.
Discipline. To fully understand community, you have to experience it and participate in it. Now, everyone, repeat our two mottos. Strength through discipline, strength through community. Now, we need a symbol for our new community. Something for members of this class only.
The group that targets me also has a chant. They chant the word hate repeatedly.
A wave.
You'll see it in my
It's a pattern
comments
of
on my
change.
old videos.
It has movement, direction, and impact. And from now on, we will be known as the Wave. And this will be our salute. Robert, what is our motto?
Mr. Ross, strength through discipline, strength through community.
Very good, Robert. Remain standing, please. Now, Peter, Amy, Eric.
Strength through discipline, strength through community.
Now, Brian, Andrea, Laurie. Join them and repeat.
Strength through discipline, strength through community.
Louder.
This world dressed like a secretary.
Strength through discipline, strength through community. Strength through discipline,
She's got an atmosphere job.
community. Strength through discipline, strength through community.
Louder.
Strength through discipline, strength through community. Strength through discipline.
It was incredible. Everybody was saluting and repeating the motto. You couldn't help but get caught up in it.
Ooh.
Paper. You know, really wanting to make it work.
But I don't like it, Laurie. It sounds too much like brainwashing and mob psychology to me.
No, Mom, it's nothing like that. Honest, you just have to be there to feel the positive energy in class to really get what's going on.
I am for whatever will make kids pay attention to anything these days.
And that's really what it's doing. Even Robert Watkins, you know, the class creep, he's even a part of the group now.
But you're supposed to be learning history, not how to be part of a group.
This country was built by people who were part of a group, the Pilgrims, founding fathers.
Yes, but it owes its greatness to those people who weren't afraid to be individuals.
Stop worrying, Mom. Mr. Ross has just found a really great way to get everybody to learn something. Even the slow kids are keeping up.
All right. That's all very well and good for the slow kids. But it just doesn't sound like the right thing for you, Laurie. Sweetheart, we have raised you to be an individual.
Madge, you think you're taking all this a little too seriously? Maybe a bit of community spirit. It's terrific for those kids.
That's right, Mom. Haven't you always said I was a little bit too independent?
But, honey, just remember that the popular thing is not always the right thing.
Mom, you don't understand.
I am sure that Laurie's history teacher knows exactly what he's doing. Besides, as long as the other parents aren't raising any objection, why should we make a fuss?
Because it is dangerous to allow a teacher to manipulate students like that. We've always taught Laurie to think for herself.
And a few days' experiment by a history teacher isn't going to change that.
Mom, Mr. Ross is one of my best teachers. He knows what he's doing.
Where's David tonight? Isn't he coming over?
No, he's at home studying for tomorrow's history assignment.
David? Studying? Now, there's something to worry about.
How's that class experiment going, Dr. Frankenstein? Have they turned on you yet?
Now, quite the contrary. Most of them are actually turning into human beings.
You don't say.
And you wouldn't believe the homework assignments. They do what I give them, and then they do more. They're asking all kinds of questions.
These can't be some of the same kids I have for music.
It's amazing how much more they like you when you make decisions for them.
How far can you push this?
I don't know, but I intend to find out.
Why don't you sit down? Your egg foo young's gonna get cold.
You know, the funny thing
Amazing
is,
how much people like being controlled.
I feel myself getting caught up in it.
Which is actually true.
Contagious.
People want to have free will, but they also like being told what to do because it's safer.
What do you care what your mom says?
I didn't say I agreed with her.
Well, you didn't say you disagreed with her either.
Listen, I was just telling you what she said.
How does she know? She can't possibly understand what the wave's about unless she's been here to see it work. Parents always think they know everything.
Hey! Who was that?
I don't know. He's not in our history class.
Now, you all have membership cards. If you turn them over, you will find that some of them have been marked with a red X. You got a red X, you are to be monitors and will report directly to me any members who don't obey our rules.
There are people in the group watching me 24/7. They watch everything I post online on every single account. They vigilantly seek out new accounts that might possibly be me, trying to get around them and talk to somebody outside of the group. They have followed me on the streets. They've stationed people outside my apartment before to watch me when I went out so that they could follow me to find out which dispensaries I go to, which grocery stores I go to. Legitimately terrifying. But these groups, they will keep an eye on you. They'll make sure that if you're not part of them, you're not going to be seen or heard speaking out against them. And if you are, you better be afraid, because they see you and they want you to know that they see you.
Discipline and community are meaningless without action. Now, discipline gives you the right to action. A disciplined group with a goal can take action like a well-oiled machine. Now, through hard work and allegiance to each other, you will learn faster and accomplish more. But only if you support one another, and only if you work together and obey the rules, can you ensure the success of the way. Now, you are all to actively recruit new members. Each new member must demonstrate knowledge of our rules, and pledge strict obedience to them.
Mr. Ross, for the first time I feel like I'm part of something great.
Mr. Ross, this is like being born again.
Mr. Ross, I feel the same way.
Mr. Ross, I'm proud of the Wave.
Strength through discipline. Strength through community. Strength through action. Strength through community. Strength through action. Strength through discipline. Strength through community. Strength through action. Strength through discipline. Strength through community. Strength through action. Strength through discipline. Strength through community. Strength through action. Strength through discipline. Strength through community. Strength through action.
I'm not going.
Why not?
Because I don't want to.
Laura, this is a very important meeting. All the new members are going to be there.
So what? David, don't you think you're taking this whole thing a little bit too seriously?
No, I'm not. You're not taking it seriously enough. Look, Laura, you've always been a leader. The other kids, they've always looked up to you. You've got to be at that meeting.
That's exactly why I'm not going. Let them make up their own minds about the Wave. They're individuals.
I don't understand.
I can't believe how crazy everybody's gotten. David, the Wave is taking over everything.
Sure, because the Wave makes sense, Laurie. It works. Everybody's on the same team. Everybody's equal.
Oh, that's terrific. Do we all score a touchdown?
You know, you're just against this thing because you're not special anymore. Because you're not the best student in the class now.
That's not true, and you know it.
I think it is true. Now you know how the rest of us felt listening to you and Amy always giving the right answers.
David, you're being stupid.
All right. If I'm so stupid, why don't you go find yourself a smart boyfriend? Here's a pamphlet, learn all about the Wave. Here you go. Pamphlet, learn all about the Wave. Here's a pamphlet, learn all about the Wave. Here you go. You can drink it. Read, thanks,
Robert, what are you doing? Mr. Ross, I'm your bodyguard.
You're my what?
I want to be your bodyguard. See, Mr. Ross, for the first time in my life, I feel... Well, nobody makes jokes about me anymore. I'm part of something special. I just don't want anything to ever happen to you. Mr. Ross, please let me be your bodyguard.
That's exactly how some of the people in the group became so heavily attached to other creators in the group that they hang on their every word. They pay them large sums of money. They were once being targeted, and they are now desperate to maintain a membership of the group, to maintain that status so that they don't go back to being targeted. They don't want to go back to being me. And they'll pay any amount and they'll do anything that the group leaders tell them to do to keep from being in my position.
Strength through discipline. Strength through community. Strength through action.
Amy. Amy, read this article that I wrote.
What are you going to do with it?
I'm submitting it to the school paper.
You can't say these things about the Wave.
Well, why not? They're true. Amy, the wave has become an obsession with everyone. No one's thinking for themselves anymore.
Come on, you're just upset. You're letting your argument with David get to you.
But the wave is hurting people. Everyone's going along with it like a flock of sheep.
Lori, please don't submit this.
I already have. I know what I have to do.
I gotta go.
Trying to talk to people who are in the group about something being wrong is fruitless. You can see that in my comment section where I have discussions with people who are very clearly gaslighting and manipulating me about what's actually happening as I spell out repeatedly exactly what I'm going through, and you can see them taking exactly what I've said and twisting it and turning it so that others can see that I'm making things up. I'm making things harder and more difficult when they're refusing to actively see the truth, because that would put them in a position where they would be targeted, and they don't want to be in that position. It's easier to just go ride the wave, go along with it, and because fighting could get you drowned.
Ross, can I follow you home?
Oh, thank you, Robert. That won't be necessary. You have homework.
I've had members of the group straight up beg me to just stop speaking out about them, because they don't want to see me get hurt. And they don't know how to leave the group that's hurting people.
Honey, I need to talk to you for a moment.
Can it wait? I gotta finish this before class tomorrow.
Well, that's what I want to talk to you about. This wave thing. It's just becoming too disruptive. You've got to put an end to it. Half of my class has been skipping just to go to yours. I mean, you've disrupted the entire school. And it isn't just me. All the teachers are complaining.
Well, they just don't know what I'm trying to do.
Did you know that the school counselors have been questioning every student in your class? I mean, even the principal's concerned about this now.
Well, don't you think I know that? I know what they're saying about me, that I'm crazy with power, that I'm on an ego trip.
Have you thought they may be right? I mean, think of your original goals here. Are they the same ones you have now?
I thought you were on my side.
I am on your side, but I have seen you these last few days, and I don't even know you. You have become so involved in playing this role at school that you started slipping into it at home. Honey, just turn it off.
Not yet.
When? After you or some of these kids do something you'll all regret?
Well, I can't stop now. They'd be left hanging. They'd be confused. They wouldn't have learned a thing.
Well, let them be confused.
No, I can't.
Sorry, I gotta take a quick break. I've been sick and it's coming up again. Okay, sorry about that. I threw up. I've been sick for 2 weeks. I've been living off of weak tea and toast. And tonight I decided to try coffee again. And apparently it's not going well. Anyways, back to the Nazis.
Do that. Now, I'm a teacher. I have responsibilities to them. I have to push them until they get the point.
Well,
I'm teaching these kids the most important lesson of their lives.
Well, I hope the principal agrees with you because he just called and he wants to see you right after class tomorrow.
These are all lies. She can't be allowed to say these things. It's not important. Nobody cares what Lori's writing or what she has to say. But anybody who reads this will get the wrong idea about the wave.
And this is the second article she's written.
Relax. There's always going to be people who won't believe in what we're trying to do.
But if we don't watch out, those people are going to ruin it for the rest of us.
Lori Saunders is a threat. She must be stopped.
Don't worry. David and I'll take care of it.
I know some people are going to be thinking this is exaggerated. Nobody would actually hurt this high school girl over this stupid class experiment. I've received very valid death and rape threats from people in the group just because I'm speaking out about the things that they do. And none of it is life or death, but their reaction to somebody speaking out against it will be. It's once you're a part of the mind and the group think, it feels perfectly rational to go violently after that one person that is speaking out. But it's because you're so desperate to hold on to that group that makes you feel so powerful over that person. And not everybody in the group would be willing to attack somebody. But the ones that are the most desperate to remain part of the group, they would probably kill somebody like me, which is what makes it so terrifying to continue speaking out when I receive threats that I've received. Because I know for a fact that people absolutely can go this far over trivial shit if it puts them in a place where they feel like they're going to lose something extremely important to them. You know?
Hey, here she comes.
Let me take care of this, okay?
Okay. As long as she understands how important this is. We're not playing around with games anymore, you know?
Hey, Lori, can you wait up? I gotta talk to you. It's real important. It's okay. Nobody else is coming.
Well, I'm not used to seeing you by yourself anymore. Where are your troops?
Look, Lori, will you just listen to me for a minute, please?
David, we said everything that we had to say to each other the other day. Now, I don't want to rehash it, so just leave me alone.
Lori, you gotta stop writing that stuff against the wave. You're causing all kinds of problems.
The wave is causing the problems, David.
It is not. Look, Lori, we want you with us, not against us.
Well, count me out. I told you I quit. This is not a game anymore. People are beginning to get hurt.
All right, so few people are getting hurt along the way. But it's for the good of the whole. Why can't you see that? Look, it's a new system. We can make it work.
Not with me, you can't. Let go of me.
Look, Lori, you've got to stop.
David, let go of my arm!
Lori, stop writing those articles and keep your mouth shut about the wave.
I will write, and I will say anything that I want to, and you can't stop me!
We can and we will.
I hate you! I hate the wave! I hate all of you!
Shut up!
Members of the group will say she's just being overdramatic and making it worse than it is. It's not really that bad. And if it is, she doesn't really feel that bad. She's just making you feel bad because she's a bad person. They've said it about me many, many times.
It's real important. Well, come in.
When I was crying and begging people to listen,
Sit
they'd be
down.
in my comments saying, she's not really crying. She doesn't really have feelings.
Can I get you something?
No, thanks. Mr. Ross, you've got to help us.
What's wrong?
It's the wave.
Mr. Ross, we know how important this is to you. It is to all of us. But it's just gone too far.
It's taken over, Mr. Ross. There's no room to be yourself or say what you really believe.
And all the kids in school are scared. They're really scared. Not only to say anything against the wave, but what might happen to them if they don't go along with it.
Kids are actually spying on each other. Some of them are even using the wave as an excuse to beat up on other kids.
Yes, the principal told me about that this afternoon.
Well, it's true. You can't even carry on a conversation without worrying about who's listening to you. We're really scared, Mr. Ross.
Lori and I haven't talked for days because of the wave. And tonight, I lost control and almost hurt her.
You've got to stop this nightmare.
You're right, and I will.
What are you gonna do, Mr. Ross?
Well, I'll take care of it tomorrow. I have to do it my way.
Problem is, it's hard to dispel a group once it's this large. As I've said before, even if I was able to somehow stop the main leaders of the group that's targeting me, there are other people that would just take their place and keep it going. For as long as YouTube allows it to continue, it's going to continue. There are 14,000 followers on only one of the accounts. Another one has almost twice as many. There are, I think, 5 main leader accounts right now. And my aunt is trying to be a part of those leader accounts. It is. And if those 5 were taken down, 5 more would pop up the very next day. And it would take YouTube time to comprehend that this is the same group and be able to shut them down. And then 5 more would pop up because the group will not easily allow itself to fade out.
Bart, you seen this?
It's too important to the group.
Mr. Ross, can I show you something?
Yes, Robert, what is it?
Mr. Ross, what does it mean? It's a secret code, isn't it?
The wave is upon us. Robert? You're right. Class, there's something very important I have to tell you about the wave. At 5 o'clock, there will be a rally in the auditorium for wave members only. Now, the wave is not just a classroom experiment. No. It's much more than that. Across the country, teachers like myself have been recruiting and training a youth brigade to show the rest of the nation how to achieve a better society through discipline, community, action, and pride. Now look what we've accomplished in 2 short weeks in this school alone. If we could change things here, we could change things everywhere. In factories, stores, universities, all the institutions.
Mr. Ross. Mr. Ross.
Sit down, David.
But Mr. Ross, you said...
David, please, I said sit down. Now listen carefully. During the rally, a prominent political figure will reveal himself to all of you as our national leader. He will appear on television, and he will announce the formation of a nationwide Wave Youth program.
Wait! Don't listen to him! Don't listen to him! He's lying!
Can't you see what he's doing? Can't any of you think for yourselves anymore?
Robert, Eric, Brian, please escort these 2 out of the room and see that they stay out.
Amy, please listen to me!
They're lying! Don't listen to him! He's lying!
Now, I want every single member of the Wave to attend the rally. Each member of this class is personally responsible for a record turnout.
Everybody wear blue shirts.
Bring banners and signs. Mr. Ross, we can do it.
Good. And make sure that no one but loyal Wave members are allowed in.
Mr. Ross, yes!
I really couldn't believe it when my mother told me that Mr. Ross called the house. He wants to talk to us.
I know. He tried to reach me, too, but I've had about all the talking I can take from him.
David, is it possible that I was wrong?
No. No, Lori, you were right. We were both right.
And why doesn't anybody else see it?
I don't know. It's like they're all in a trance or something. Just won't listen anymore.
They've got to listen. David, we've got to make them listen.
I know.
Why have they got the same haircut?
The only thing I can think of is to try to speak at that rally.
It's worth a try.
Come on.
Okay.
It's a symbol of their love. Some people get matching tattoos, they have matching haircuts.
Okay, the auditorium's full. Close the doors. Doors in place? Okay, let's check all the doors. Make sure they're all locked. Mr. Ross, all the doors are secure and the guards are in place.
Thank you, Robert. In a moment, our national leader will address us. Robert,
Mr. Ross, yes.
turn on the television set.
The TV looks like a giant microwave. And there's two of them, two gigantic TVs. The box is larger than the screen. It's hilarious.
There's your leader.
Wird mehr gefordert, als von den Millionen der übrigen Volksgenossen. Für sie genügt nicht die bloße Ablegung des Bekenntnisses, ich glaube, sondern der Schwur, ich kämpfe.
Now listen carefully. There is no national youth movement. You thought you were so special. better than everyone outside this room. You traded your freedom for the luxury of feeling superior. You accepted the group's will over your own convictions, no matter who you hurt. Oh, you thought you were just going along for the ride, that you could walk away at any moment. But where were you heading? How far would you have gone? Take a look at your future. Yes, you would have all made good Nazis. You would have put on the uniforms, turned your heads, and allowed your friends and neighbors to be persecuted and destroyed. Fascism isn't something those other people did. It's right here, in all of us. You ask, how could the German people do nothing as millions of innocent human beings were murdered? How could they claim they weren't involved? What causes people to deny their own history? Well, if history repeats itself, you'll all want to deny what has happened to you in the wave. But if our experiment is successful, you will have learned that we are all responsible for our own actions, and that you must question what you do rather than blindly follow a leader, and that for the rest of your lives, you will never allow a group's will to usurp your individual rights. Now, I know this has been painful for you. It certainly has for me. But it's a lesson we'll all share for the rest of our lives.
The story is based on the real experience of a high school class in Palo Alto, California in April of 1967. Okay, that is the wave. How far would you go to maintain the group status that you're in? In my personal life, my own family went as far as to disgrace their own disabled members' grave sites. A group leader held a fundraiser to urinate on my brother's grave. My maternal aunt, in an attempt to appease the group and to secure her membership in the group, visited her own blood nephew's grave with a bottle of apple juice. Twice. Just to fit in. Just to be a member. I can't imagine what she's going to feel if this group ever actually dissipates and people are able to see what they did. People are able to actually look at themselves and see what they did to appease this group, to appease this man who says that he's powerful, who says that he can have people hurt you. How far would you go? And is it really that scary to be an individual? It is. I'm not gonna lie. Being the individual, being the one that is targeted and threatened and under constant scrutiny is absolutely terrifying. But the thought of the person that I could become if I give in and just do like my family and be hateful and cruel and just take their money and do whatever they say, I don't know if I could live with myself. You know, if I was the one, you know, having to do this just to be liked, just to be a member. You know, you have to go out and find more people to hurt if you want to stay a part of us. It's fucked up. And it's not something that's going to be going away anytime soon, because people, they only think about the Nazis and the Holocaust when they think about situations like this. But there's a situation like this happening right now on YouTube in full view for anybody to see. And it continues because people are too afraid to speak out. The people that are powerful enough to be heard are too afraid to speak out. And the people that are speaking out, we've got no power, we've got no strength. So, but that was the wave. It was fucked up, wasn't it? And this is only the first in our series of after school specials. Well, I guess depending on how the copyright on this goes, I don't think it's going to be a problem because, like I said, this is uploaded to a whole bunch of YouTube channels already. But if it goes over well, then next week we'll be watching another one with the older sister from Little House on the Prairie in it. Don't remember her name. I know in Little House on the Prairie her name was married. So is mine. But I think it's called Bang the Turtle Drum. But that's next week.